everyone, welcome to Celtic
fucking
Brother.
floor. I'm gonna look at the floor.
Oh, yeah, boys. Got the privilege.
Oh my god, hold on. Why is this not working?
Hit it once, maybe.
There we go. Anyway, back again, my dudes.
Oh my god, we're about to be swatted. They know where we live. They've seen the floor. They know where we live. Alright, boy.
Oh, I've seen the floor.
Venom. What do we think about it?
The spoilers. Here we go, guys. Welcome to another awesome Celtic Brother video. Going to do that dab. Hell yeah, subscribe and like this video.
Can you imagine like Venom but dabbing? That'd be like the weirdest, best.
Venom.
Wow.
Venom. Yeah! I'm gonna get him.
He's just got elongated arms.
Like elongated.
Yeah, he just like stretches it out.
Just
It's really long.
Like a dab in the wind. Oh. Like a dab in the wind. The spoiler discussion.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Gosh.
Oh my god. Alright, so how do we start off this awesome spoilers discussion?
Bitches.
Bitches.
Let's see. What is the
funny parts, maybe?
Oh
yeah, funny
That's
parts.
kinda what I was thinking.
Yeah. Okay, so the funny parts of this film, I think Stephen would like to tell
Oh
you.
yeah, the funniest part, thank you for asking, Paul and Connor, is when Venom jumped the building and then when he was on top, he wanted his rider to jump off the building, and instead he took the elevator, and then Venom called him a pussy.
Nice. Yeah, that was great because he wouldn't jump off the building.
That was funny.
Oh my god, yeah. Venom was basically like, yeah, just jump through the window.
Yeah, Venom was very funny as a character because he kind of pushed Eddie to be way more
aggressive.
Yeah,
and,
to be more villainous,
villainous.
But then Eddie was keeping, the symbiote from basically becoming a full villain. So they had this really, really fun mutual grind for the whole film, which I really, really loved.
Yeah. It was so funny, just the way he was just go, and he just took the elevator. He was so real.
Oh, yeah, that was
he just
such a real person thing to do.
He didn't want to jump out a window. Honestly, could you honestly say you would jump out a window?
Oh no.
No, exactly. He's
exactly.
pussy. But it was so funny because Venom was torturing him. He's like, you could have done it. You would have been fine. You fucking pussy.
Even though the minute before Righty did it, a plane flew past and the sign was enough to make the symbiote disappear, so it nearly killed him. So he stole the balls to call him a pussy, even though he nearly got him killed.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there was a helicopter scene.
Plane flew past and the sound got rid of
sound waves, which was good for the character building.
Yeah,
the sound waves actually work in this film.
Yeah,
it's actually his weakness. The slightest sound, even
in
if MRI scan or wherever it is in America, it's they do the sound barrier thing, and it actually works. The Venom suit actually goes fucking ballistic till it's out of him. And then it jumps out, and it's actually real, and it's floozing around, and it actually escapes into the hospital air vents. And goes into a dog, and then the dog gets possessed.
Yeah,
and then the dog sees the girl, and he's like, now I'm going to take over you.
Yeah. They do this weird thing where, to show that it's Venom, it does the white eyes, kind of in the costume, you always get these big white eyes. So sometimes whenever you see a person possessed, they'll have these white eyes. And that's a really, that's a clever way. That's a clever way to show, if they're possessed. Do you know what I mean?
It does, and
that's
then
really
it's all the veins as well. All the big veins. You can tell when he's possessed as well, which was really good. So you're not in the dark of who is possessed of these symbiotes.
Yeah.
You actually know who's possessed. The Chinese woman at the start, she was pretty mad. Spikes just went everywhere and killed everybody.
Yeah, it was crazy for her.
Oh, and then she got these big arms and slit this guy's head off.
Yeah, it just goes to show you, what a damaged body could do. And she took out a whole town, basically, of mercenaries. Nothing.
They were just flies on a spoon.
Like a turd.
Like a turd.
In the wind.
Subscribe to Celtic Brother. Oh, and what do it now? More spoilers on the way. So, what was your favourite spoiler?
Thanks.
Carnage!
My boy! Yeah!
Carnage, oh my fucking
god, Carnage.
We're getting Carnage. We're getting a juicy Carnage. Carnage is my favorite Spider villain. Carnage is literally a serial killer. Like, that takes the whole, oh, I'm just a bad guy like looking to rob banks thing
This is Carnage,
a whole new level.
This should be Carnage. Look at this.
I should be. I'm
Carnage.
I'll get onto that in a minute. But anyway, I love Carnage so much. Literally, it takes like the whole goofiness away from Spider-Man, where it's just, oh, look at me, I'm a big boss man looking to rob banks. He's literally just a serial killer who gets a stronger symbiote than Venom, and he just uses it to murder people. And it's, dude,
the post-credit scene. This happens right after the film.
After. It was fucking brilliant how they introduced it, just because he goes back this long. As soon as you see the prison, I knew it was gonna be Carnage, just because he's a serial killer always locked up. Yeah. But then whenever you go to see him, he writes his name in blood,
like welcome Eddie. Yeah, so sadistic and so. Oh my god! They
got the serial killer thing really well. Like, don't get wrong, you didn't get to see him. You didn't get to see him for long, but what you did get to see was really
something awesome.
Plus, he's this funny line where he's basically like, "As soon as I get out of here, I'm going to start Carnage."
And he starts grinning at the TV.
Yeah, and he just sort of grins like, you know
what's happening. You know what's going on, boy. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah.
You know. Although the wig looks fake as fuck. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he had some arguments. That's why we seen in our video. This is what his... So go on.
Oh yeah, no, I just think like it was weird how they actually didn't get a real redhead to play Carnage.
Like Harry Potter, that Ron Weasley guy.
Yeah, what happened to Ron Weasley, huh?
What happened to Ron Weasley, bro?
But seriously, like I don't know, I just the fake the weird curly hair.
Yeah, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, and he was Yondu.
Yondu.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Honestly, right, the fake wig just made him look like Carrot Top the comedian.
Yeah.
Which I think he probably would have been a better Carnage.
Probably would have been a better Carnage. There's probably so many ginger actors out there, I don't know.
It's just like, I know Ron, okay?
Like,
I know that one, alright?
Look at him. If you look at any Google photo, he actually does look like a serial killer.
No, seriously, we were like joking about
on the bus.
We were joking. We were like,
on the way back home.
Ron Weasley,
Ron Weasley. He looks like him.
But then we googled it and we were like, he actually does look a little bit like a serial killer.
Ron Weasley would be awesome for a serial killer.
Ron Weasley, I can seriously see him. Murderer?
I can seriously see him being a real good serial killer if they actually proper just did it.
We made it real life. We're not even talking about Venom anymore.
He would be a fucking. He would be an awesome Hannibal actor. Like and subscribe, by the way, guys. Hey, what's up, guys?
Give us a sure like, guys. We're not even talking about the film, by the way. We're talking about real life. We think you should just become a serial killer. Just quit acting. Just be a serial killer, bro. That's what I did.
It's worked out for him. It's like, oh no. It's like Ronald McDonald. It's the Revenge of the Gingers. Run. But so many spoilers. Let's talk about what was your favorite. You've talked about
spoilers
your favorite.
You've talked about
your favorite. What was my favorite spoiler that I'm going to talk to you guys about? One of my favorite spoilers.
I'm going to show you. The privilege.
Oh god, yeah. When they introduced the villain Riot, which to be fair was awesome. The fight scenes were absolutely sick.
The fight scenes were on point.
The
battle for the space shuttle.
It could have been anyone's fight. It's one of those fights that you feel like Venom actually got kicked down and beaten the crap out of. He gets stabbed to death. Nearly halfway dead.
And it's so funny because like Venom sets it up because like the whole climax is brilliant because there was this 5-minute countdown for the rocket to go off and basically Riot had to be on there so he could go call all the other symbiotes to basically destroy the
Riot is the other symbiote, by the way. So he's like another symbiote, but he's like a tank compared to Venom. He is muscly. Venom he has so much more powers. This Riot.
Yeah, Venom. It's so funny because Venom like even says to Eddie in his head like, "This guy's got more shit than you could even imagine."
Yeah, and he basically says, "Yeah, I'm a loser on my planet. That's why we get along so well."
Yeah, that was so funny. Like it created
so Venom is like a loser. In his planet. And Eddie is a loser in his planet.
Because you never get to see. So
that's why they get along so well.
It's
that's
so
why they just form and just have this awesome bond, which I really love about the character in itself. It was mind blowing. I loved that so much about about Venom. That was one of my awesome spoilers. And the fight as well, it could have went anyone's way.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, it was
It was anybody's call.
By the way, spoiler section part here, guys. So basically, not as good as Megamind.
I like how his username is Megamind.
Megamind 97.
Like,
yeah, man.
You can tell this guy likes Megamind.
Hell yeah, dude.
Megamind versus Venom. When's that happening, huh?
Megamind versus Venom. That'd be pretty awesome.
When's it happening?
Like and subscribe, Venom. Subscribe to my video, bro.
Alright, make sure to give a like for the
like
Megamind
this video
sequel.
And subscribe for Megamind versus Venom. Oh, that'll be actually.
Can you imagine Megamind with the symbiote?
Oh my god, that would be sick.
That'd be weird. Can you imagine like the eyes just go up his massive forehead?
I know.
Oh yeah, sure. Yes, you can.
Hi, what's up, official Top Seat guys? Make sure to like and subscribe to me, bros.
Make sure you are doing it, bros.
Subscribe to me. Hi, what's up, dude?
Do it.
Hi.
Do it.
Just say that, bud.
It's like,
so easy.
Wasn't there 5 symbiotes in the movie? Where was the 5th one? Yeah, that's actually true. Maybe one of them actually broke out, dude. We
know a couple died.
We know a couple died.
They do briefly mention that a few died. We didn't actually count, like, what was it, like 2 or 3 deaths? Then there's the other 2 symbiotes, you know, Venom and the other one, which is basically 5.
Yeah, but there was an orange symbiote as well. And there was also a yellow one or an orange one. And there was all different types of symbiotes.
Yeah.
So there was actually a good few of them. But they didn't break out. It was just
they're all color-coded like Power Rangers.
Colto Power Ranger Venom.
Can you imagine like a whole group of Venoms?
And blue. Yeah, true. But there was a blue one as well. Well spotted, bro.
Look at this guy, Detective Symbiote over here.
Yeah, nice man. And so the spoiler as well that I loved as well. Eddie was fighting away at Riot, swinging, punching, shooting shit out of his hands. Literally everything, and then it got to a point where they were on the shuttle rocket ship that was going to be blasting off so they could go and get more symbiotes to Earth. So they were basically going to take over and suck the life force out of the planet Earth.
Which, actually, sorry to stop you, everybody. I love how, like, Venom, like the symbiote itself, actually grew to love Earth and grew to love, like...
Yeah, Venom liked Earth.
Yeah, he actually liked Earth and he wanted to protect it. He
Yeah.
wanted to protect it.
Yeah.
And Eddie was all like, you know, bullshit. Like, what really made you change your mind? He was like, you did.
Yeah.
That was cool. I liked how, like, the symbiote basically became, you know, sort of grew, like, human characteristics like that. I thought that was so awesome.
Yeah. And also, it was so cool how the battle scene, it got to a stage where Eddie actually got impaled by Riot.
Yeah, it got serious.
It got serious to the point where it was impalement. It was coming out of his back, and then he basically grabbed him and he said, "You're nothing," to Eddie Brock, and threw him down.
Dude.
I thought, holy crap,
whoa.
is he going to die?
Whoa.
In this moment? Like, this moment of, like, oh my god, seriousness.
And that's one thing, right. I just want to go on, like, because you do hear a lot of complaints, and you will probably hear a lot of complaints from other critics saying that, you know, the PG-15 thing really undermined the film.
PG-13 is great.
Seriously, whenever
I don't even think it was meant to be PG. Was it really PG-13?
It was 15. We call it for us.
God, it doesn't even feel like it.
When Eddie got impaled,
that was impalement.
It showed you blood. It was real. It was like, it was like as in I was like, whoa, okay, what's gonna happen?
What's happening now? Kind of thing.
Yeah. I was like, whoa.
Is he gonna die? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hey guys, loving the stream so far. Venom was so good.
Thank you, boy! Thank you very much! We have a genius on our chat! We have a genius!
So cool at the end. And, what else he said? So cool at the end. I have a quick question for you. Are you there any... Okay...
Racism.
We can't have that on the channel, bro. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, buddy.
Alright, okay, whoa. That's no, I shouldn't. You shouldn't say stuff like that.
I strip away the genius thing.
Oof. Not racism. Okay.
Kind of is though, but all right.
We may have to take this guy off.
Oof.
Not
what I meant to say. Oh, okay. All right, that's no problem. Mistakes happen, bro. Anyway, back to the Venom spoilers. So, no more spoilers. What should we talk about? Spoilers, guys. There's so many spoilers we could talk about, to be fair, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, his neighbor was so funny.
Oh,
he
yeah.
literally had neighbors. Eddie Brock had neighbors. Oh my god, it was so funny.
Honestly, I got like this real, like, you know, like the film The Mask. I kind of got the Mask vibe for the first act because it was just Eddie being shit on by the world, his neighbors, his boss, and everything.
He got fired. He got everything.
Lost his woman.
Lost his
So
woman.
I was just
At
picturing
his
The Mask.
apartment. All in the same day.
Yeah. That's what I mean. So like, I just picturing like The Mask. I was just thinking, okay, as soon as the mask gets on him, he's gonna start, you know, revolting. As soon as the symbiote goes on him, he's gonna start getting revenge. And I was kind of looking forward to that. So the first act was kind of setting up, you know, here's Eddie, you know, being shit on by the whole world around him, and then everything else just him getting revenge. It's fucking fantastic.
And then basically he's across from his neighbor. His neighbor makes a lot of music. He's never complained. Which, to be fair, you can see the character development because Eddie Brock is just this guy. He's really too nice. He lets things go by and whatever else. And then whenever he forms with Venom, that's when his inner rage comes out and everything else.
It's real Dr. Jekyll,
Real
Mr. Hyde.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, yeah, dude, sort of feel to it.
Mm.
And his neighbor was across the hall from him, making a lot of music, like rock and roll music, baby.
Exactly like that.
Exactly like And basically, he just went over to the neighbor and he said, "Could you turn the music down?" And he was trying not to, he was just fidgeting mode. Can you turn the music down? And then he just went, and he came out for a brief moment. He's like, "Yeah, okay, bro.
Yeah, sure, bro.
Sorry, bro. I'll turn off the music." And that was so funny. Oh my god, that was the most funniest scene in this whole entire Venom film. That was the funniest scene for me. I was absolutely laughing my head off in that scene. That scene was absolutely funny. The neighbors. Oh, that rock neighbor will never do that again.
Oh, what else is
Well,
there?
make sure to like and subscribe, bros. Come on, I need this counter to go all the way up, bros.
Please.
Thank you. And so, any other spoilers we could talk about?
Thank you. That's that corporate guy. The
Oh yeah, the bad guy himself.
The bad guy
What did you
himself.
think?
Yeah. So, thanks for doing that, man. So basically, the corporate guy, he has this conspiracy thing going with, like, he just drags homeless people, and he basically runs tests on them, and then they find out while testing on them that it absorbs their life force. So the symbiotes, which is really good to this comic story, because that's what it does. The symbiote needs a host to be able to survive. So, whenever it latches on, it actually, in this film, it drains the life force. But I think Venom loves Eddie Brock so much that he actually doesn't. He actually eats lobsters
because
in the middle of a restaurant. Do you remember that?
Yeah, because at the start, it basically
is so funny too. That's another funny scene.
Yeah, like at the start, it basically implies that, you know, the suit kills people, like, you know, from the inside. But then basically the suit itself says, "Oh yeah, your liver looks tasty," you know, jokingly, just to get him to eat something, basically. So it's more of a choice for the suit. If the suit gets hungry, then it'll just eat
whatever's
the user,
around
you
him,
know, including the thing it's wearing, basically, which the person.
Yeah, and that was pretty cool too. So it was very cool, you know, as well. And Venom was like talking through him in his mind.
Yeah, the talking was fantastic. I love that part.
Oh, and that's what I loved about this film. Like, it had from start to finish all the scenes, all those scenes I really did love, and there was a lot of that as well. A lot of Venom talking to Brock, being like, "We can do whatever we want," and all this. And he also
really cool.
took the piss out of Eddie Brock as well. He was his own thing inside Eddie Brock, which was
it was
fantastic.
Good. It was good that they actually
much.
give the symbiote more of a character. To be honest with you, like I'd never seen the symbiote, you know, like that,
like its
human,
own thing, its
you know?
own character.
Yeah.
And they did an excellent portrayal, in my opinion. And there was so many scenes where Venom was all like, "Yeah, that's not how we should do this," and then Eddie Brock's like, "Well, I want to do this." And you have conflicts within characters, which is so good. Like, differences and
that's right.
All that good, juicy stuff. Oh my god, it was so good. What else could we talk about? Spoilers.
What else is there?
Do you just want another one? And do you think there'll actually be another one? I think that'll be the last topic.
Yeah. I think there would be a last one.
There was a little hint at the end.
Yeah.
There was a little hint with the carnage.
But do you think it's actually going to happen now that the critics have like put such a negative reputation?
No, you see, this is the problem, guys. You've got to support this film.
Yeah,
go out
because
and buy the tickets.
I swear. Honestly,
swear down.
It's good personally.
10 out of 10. You guys have to buy this. We have to fight these critics, man. Because the critics don't know what they're on about. Alright? I don't care. Come to my house, fight
remember
me.
La La Land? Exactly.
I don't even...
What the critics do.
I don't even know what that is, but okay. But this film needs a lot of money put into it because it's a Marvel film and it's a great portrayal. He's not a superhero. He's an anti-hero. Believe me, he bites people's heads off.
I know. I hear a lot of people going like, I don't like how Venom is a superhero in this movie. Like he flat out admits that he gets squeamish when he bites people's heads off.
Yeah, like a turd in the wind.
But like, I don't understand how that's a superhero characteristic. Like I get like Eddie Brock has a heart of gold and all. Like yeah, that's a superhero thing, but the powers he has comes with a severe consequence, and that consequence is human flesh.
Yeah. Whew. But I think it's just awesome. What do you think? So other things to talk about. Let's see. Spoilers. Oh, there's a lot of Easter eggs as well. Like at the start, whenever they were flying on the spaceship, flying towards the Earth. It was actually called the Jameson.
John Jameson. We call
Jameson.
He's related to. He's the son of the news reporter. News
reporter
with the
from
cigar,
the Spider-Man universe.
Spider-Man universe.
I want to take pictures of Spider-Man.
God damn it! Get pictures of Spider-Man.
And they actually mentioned the Daily Bugle, which was awesome.
Which was good, yeah.
So they've actually kept a lot of good things, a lot of references in this film, which I absolutely love.
Like they even talked about how Brock used to work in New York, for the Daily Bugle, which I found was funny.
I thought that was funny. So he got fired from the Daily Bugle.
Basically, yeah. But he's like
he just brought it up in restaurant conversation with his girlfriend.
Imagine a universe where in this film where he didn't get fired and he ends up in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah. Oh my god! But it was so good, and it really stuck to the comics. Very tight. Obviously, it has to be a little bit more modern. And that kind of thing, but I love the way it stuck so much to the comics.
Yeah, it did, honestly.
100% there with the comics. Justice. From start to finish it was just awesome.
Absolutely.
It was, yeah.
Is there anything better that could have maybe happened if we could add anything?
Honestly, more violence, more blood.
More violence, more blood, yeah, that's fair.
More talking between Venom and Brock, but just because I loved it so much. Do you know what I mean? I loved it when it did happen. It was really, really funny. It was either funny, sometimes a bit disturbing, kind of both sometimes, which was interesting.
Like disturb.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, yeah, because it was like, he was all like, oh, why can't we eat people? Do you know what I mean? I thought, like, there's stuff like that was kind of funny, but also quite, whoa, there's a fucking monster inside you, buddy.
Yeah.
Like,
you gotta watch that shit, bro.
It does remind you, at the end of the day, it's a monster. Do you know what I mean? But, like, he has to keep it under control to use it.
Keep it under control, and that's what I love about this as well. It's also, like a mind game kind of thing between the both of them. You don't know what's going to happen throughout the whole film.
Yeah, like
it's really good suspense.
Honestly, for the whole film, you're not sure if the symbiote is just going to ditch Eddie and just be like, "Yeah, I'm fed up with you.
I'm going to just use you."
Yeah, exactly.
Go on to the next person.
Yeah,
which, to be fair,
don't know.
At the start, the Chinese girl, she did the exact same thing.
Yeah,
she killed a few people.
She just body hopped like it was nothing.
And throughout 2 years or like 6 months, she just kept on going the world, gathering probably intelligence, trying to find this corporation called Life, and to expose them and probably kill them.
That's, the Spider-Verse, maybe? Yeah, I guess.
Spider-Verse. That's something, yeah.
The preview, yeah.
Preview.
Yeah, give you a little quick 5-minute preview to Into the Spider-Verse. If y'all are looking forward to that.
Yeah. Maybe more. If they could put more into this Venom film, I would have to say the only thing I could think of would probably be more fight scenes, like you said, yeah. But otherwise, I was really happy with it. Honestly.
Oh yeah, seriously.
I thought there was plenty of fighting.
Brilliant.
Enough for me to buy a DVD.
I feel like, to me, personally, I like Deadpool 2 a lot more than Deadpool 1 because it was just Deadpool 1 but more. I feel like it would be the same thing if they make another Venom. I feel like it would just be Venom but more. You know what I mean? It's still everything I love about this one, and I feel like the next one would just improve on that. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm at that point where I feel like it's like for me Deadpool 1. Do you know what I mean? I feel like the sequel will just make it even better. And then that's why I really, really want to support this film.
Yes,
absolutely.
Please.
We need a Venom 2 like yesterday.
We need Carnage spin-off movie. Thank you very much.
Carnage. Yeah, make it happen, Sony. Please.
And also, please subscribe to Celtic Brother! I love saying that.
You do it so well.
Thank you very much.
Twist it. Pull it.
Pull it. Sugar it. Venom it.
Kill it. Venom it. Symbiote it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and the squad fight was awesome as well. You guys seen in the trailer, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
The squad fight where he shoots the soldiers. well, he was like, get ready.
Hacking and slashing.
Mask on. And he's like, okay, you guys don't want to do this. Mask on. And just,
like he mimics them, which was very funny.
Which was funny as hell.
Yeah.
And he starts smacking him. He grabs one of them by the legs and he smacks
he
like 5
uses
of them.
Like a bat, like nothing. I thought that was so brilliant.
Venom is just a beast in this film.
As he should be.
And oh my god, they make it's so awesome, guys. Honestly, the fight scenes were so good, and there's more to it than the actual trailer. This is why I don't get about critics, and you just gotta go watch this film for yourselves, guys.
Yeah, seriously.
Don't be influenced by internet, because everyone will be a robot. Oh my god, this film is gonna be so bad.
This film's so shit.
I was just like, guys, you need a better job. I don't know.
Yeah.
But honestly,
Listen,
love the
do you
film.
wrap it up here, boy?
I think, unless we can think of something else, maybe really quick. Trying to think.
The lady, maybe? No.
Yeah,
Actually,
the lady.
yeah,
lady.
that was
Lady,
good one.
Good one. He actually fit. Yeah,
That was good.
the lady.
Yes.
Alright, so it went
She
from
Venom.
a dog, and then the dog obviously found Eddie Brock's girlfriend, went into her.
Like in the comics.
Like in the comics, we actually see a lady Venom in this thing. We see a lady Venom.
She Venom.
A
Fucking
lady
awesome.
she Venom. And oh my god, if you think that she is anything, she's more cynical than
I'm
Venom.
very fit.
Yeah, we call
More
it.
cynical.
Oh
more
yeah, no, we
evil.
call it. It was so funny as well because like whenever the sheep again, another head biting scene.
Yeah.
She bites another guy's head.
She
literally
bites
eats it.
A Venom she Venom bites a head
Of just a security guy.
security guy. Bites his head
And
clean
then
off.
she just afterwards she talks about how uncomfortable she is with doing it. Like, and people
is
say
just
this
like-
film is a bit too friendly, you know.
It's not.
Oh.
It's sorry. It's not. You know what? Dab. Like that. Oh my god. She Venom, and she was pretty fit to be fair. I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, she was fit.
Very, 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 very confusing feelings Paul's got
I
there.
got confused
I was
feelings.
like,
I was
oh
like,
no.
I better get out of the cinema really quickly. Oh no.
Look a little funny.
Get out of here. But oh my god, it was really great and so awesome, dude. Yeah, good job you got that.
Good job.
Thank you,
That was
Paul.
good, yeah. Oh, she Venom in this. So not only can he go into dogs, he can also go into females. So you're welcome, ladies. Boy,
Like yours truly. Especially with dogs.
especially with dogs, for dog kind and for womankind out there on the internet. You're welcome. So basically Venom can latch onto anything. Is what they're trying to say, probably, because it can latch on the dogs. That's a new one for me. I have to admit that is very new. So it can even latch on the rabbits, the symbiotes at the start of the film. Before the government were obviously called Life, trying to latch themselves onto humans. They started with rabbits, which was weird, I know, but there you go. And it was pretty good, you know, the science as well, and how they actually explain, like, draining the life force from things and then jumping onto another. I thought that was a really
Naked.
good concept, man. Yeah, about the whole, symbiotes and their origins, and even what planet they lived on. They talked about the planet that they lived on. Like, there's millions of them just crawling everywhere, apparently. Like, oh my boy. Like, it's probably why it was such a dead planet, because they have to survive and feed off everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yes. Good.
And that was just an interesting concept in itself, that there was millions of them, It throws in things like that throughout the film. Tells you more about Venom and his story life, and it's just amazing, guys. You guys have to go.
Greatest movie of all time.
I'm gonna cry! It was that good. Like,
so good.
So good.
21 out of 10.
21 out of 10.
Yeah.
No problem, bro. Yep. And what else can we talk about this film? We've really dissected this film for play. We're dissecting it a lot. A lot of decapitations, definitely.
Oh, that restaurant scene maybe.
Oh yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah,
yeah, we just sat in the tub like a swimming pool.
He basically took the lobster off the tray, and he was like, "This is alive, or this is dead." As in, I want an alive lobster, and he jumps into the lobster tank, and he lies there like a swimming pool. Oh god, that was a good scene.
Yeah.
Oh, what else could we talk about?
I think,
trying to think, there was so much stuff in this film, and that's what I love about it so much. This is probably a movie you could watch over and over again and not get bored of it, in my opinion, because there was so much you could look back on and reference on, and so many Easter eggs. Apparently, how many Easter eggs was there? We counted. There was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like loads. There's at least maybe up to 10 maybe Easter eggs in this whole film. And I just love the way it was very fast paced. It wasn't too fast paced. It was action fast paced. The bike scene was awesome. The whole motorcycle bike thing was awesome. He used his symbiote was just alive, doing things for him. And that happens quite a lot through the film. Like, Eddie Brock's just along for the ride. You can kind of tell. He's like, whoa, I've never done this before. And then whenever a guy comes to him, he's like, and then just
yeah. Behind!
Like, just awesome,
Oh.
Awesome scenes,
All
all that good stuff. So, yeah, my thoughts and opinions. This film was really good. Definitely really good.
This film was the shit.
And I just want to make sure that you guys do not miss it on the big screen. Like, we watched it on the big screen. We were very lucky to see it on a very, very large screen. And you guys, if you can find a big screen, definitely watch it in the big screen.
If you have to break into your cinema, please do.
Yeah. Break into your cinema. And yeah, what else could we talk about?
I don't know. What else?
I'm trying to think. There's just so much. So much goodness.
Yeah. The shuttle scene, maybe.
The shuttle scene.
At the end, kind of.
The battle at the end, yeah.
Oh, the battle at the end.
Yeah, the battle, that was it, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, Riot gets blown up, which was awesome. Like, the whole,
because he was like, no,
falling off the rocket.
Thank you.
And then Venom stabs one of the tanks, blows up the whole rocket.
With the Stan Lee cameo.
Oh, Stan Lee cameo, yeah. There was a Stan Lee cameo, guys. Basically, he was walking his dog across the street, and he's like, hey, don't worry about it. Eddie Brock was talking to his ex-girlfriend. Don't you yawn on my live stream.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Boy, that's 20 lashings and no dinner.
And basically, it was kind of funny because Stan Lee was like, don't worry, pal. You'll get that girl someday.
Stanley.
Yeah.
But the funniest part, like, of the whole thing, like, he says, like, both of you will, as in he
you
knows that there's, the symbiote
Exactly.
inside him, which is the weird part. And
Both of
even
you will.
and even the Venom was all like, "Who's that guy?"
Who's that
like
guy?
he paid attention to it, and then like whenever Brock looks over at his dog, he's like, "Ooh, is that a snack?"
Yeah. Oh, so Stanley is probably like a sentient being, is what they're trying to probably break off in that one.
Oh
so
yeah,
that was pretty good Easter egg in itself about the whole Venom film. It was so awesome. So that scene. So yeah, I think we're done for the spoiler section, guys. Hope you guys liked it. And make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. My boy here. Hell yeah. This is the next Conrage over here. We're going to call him the Con Rage.
Yeah, it's Con Rage. That's
Con
what you call
Rage. He
his
didn't
bad
like
boy.
the other ginger, so
Fake ginger.
Call him the Con Rage.
I reckon it'd be a pretty decent serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You both agreed to that way too fast.
We would like, comment, share, subscribe. Holla at your boy.
Get ready for that. Give it up.
Oh no.